GG. Wow, that was really easy. I don't know what else we do in the rest of the stream. Going first. Okay, can we just open the combo once? How many ape fighters are we playing? Why do we have so many in this card? Just saying, it's kind of weird. I still do have the dream ticket. I don't know if I'm using it on Walla D though. I am heavily considering using it on Gozuki. I'll probably use it after the next ban list and see what happens. No. Oh, wait. Anki can't even kill this guy. Oh, shit. Trying to get fancy. Oh my god. Alright. Go get him. Nice. Thanks, Ape Fighter. This is just an Ape Fighter deck. We have 2 of these, right? Did he rage quit from the Ape Fighter, the 4200 attack? He rage quit from the 4200 attack Ape Fighter? He can't handle it. It's too strong. Man, it's broken. We haven't resolved the actual combo of this deck once, but we've played a lot of Ape Fighter control games. So that's cool. My Valentine? I don't even know if this is like a... This is a new meta deck. I actually wouldn't... If I had real trap cards, I think you need 3 Wall D and 3 Horn of the Phantom Beast. I think this deck would actually be pretty good. I say that with no sense of irony. Oh my gosh. Ape Fighter, you're back! You're always here. Always here, Ape Fighter. Go get him. You crazy Ape Fighter. But anyway, yeah, I think this would be a pretty decent control deck. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Mojo can add back Ape Fighter, which is pretty good, but... Oh no, that sucks. Oh no, we're dead. Maybe not, though. We can floodgate the big guy. That's pretty good. If he has 2 mass change, I guess he wins, but... No matter what I had, like if he had 2 mass change... I guess, actually, I do technically have the out to 2 mass change, as it's not very good. If Samurai Skull is your college buddy, fair. Alright. Oh, that's not good. It's okay, but it's not what I wanted. Actually, it is pretty good. I know that doesn't seem like a good play, but what is his face down? Oh, okay. That's weird. He must have drawn the mass change for turn? Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't really have a good attack target here. He can attack this one. That'd be good. He's good. Oh my gosh, the man. He must have drawn mass change. Otherwise, it's like the dumbest play ever. And if you do mass change, we're gonna smorg him down with the econ. It's gonna be amazing. I think we can actually beat this guy. He's gonna end his turn. Oh my gosh. Ape Fighter. He's doing it. My card's not very good. But maybe. I'll set it. This is crazy. We're so set up here. He can't even... I don't even know if he can unload his hand fast enough. I think he has all monsters, so I don't think he can actually use the Celestial. How do I get to King Games the Ape Fighter? I'm pretty sure if you built an actual deck using... Like I said, yeah, like Ape Fighter, and then the Mojo cards with like Wall of Disruption and Horn of the Phantom Beast, I'm pretty sure you could actually get to King Games pretty easily. Oh my gosh. We're gonna beat this guy. I'm pretty sure. Man, I wish we had Switcheroo. Instead of this trash. It's okay. Go get him, Ape Fighter. You're doing it. Oh my gosh. I want to beat this guy so bad. We burn him all of all his mass changes, right? Or does he have one more? Oh my god, we beat him. Oh man. Ape Fighter is broken. The mojo is broken. This deck's great. New best deck. This deck's fun. We still haven't gotten the combo off, but this deck's pretty cool. Ape Fighter to 1. Check the deck to see how many Ape Fighters you have. I definitely have 2. Well, that's not very good. Well, it's not actually the worst thing I've ever seen. I think if we had that third copy of King of Beasts, we would see the combo so much more often. Which I guess wouldn't take that much because we've never seen the combo, so like quote unquote so much more often is just seeing it at all. But no Ape Fighters, it's all over. This is pretty good. I like floats. Too bad Mojo doesn't float like all the time. Also, this guy's just stalling, which sucks. He can't handle. He's never seen a Mojo before, so he just has no idea. Nice. Thanks for wasting my time. So if you wanted to see the actual deck profile for the deck that I just showed you, keep in mind that the version that I built is not the optimal version. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I had just gotten King of Games and I wanted to build this deck for fun. I actually think that it has sort of some viable way to play it. You would have to have some other cards, but I'll show you what I was using there. Obviously not like the most competitive thing. So the basic cards here, not necessarily Ape Fighter. Ape Fighter is very good and I would still play him, but the basic like combo that I never pulled off was when you have Beast Striker and King of the Beasts, you can discard the King of the Beast to summon Mojo from your deck, and then you tribute the Mojo to summon this from your graveyard. That's a whole bunch of damage. You have 1850 plus 2500, so more than 4000, and that's sort of like a way to OTK. I actually think that one of the reasons this deck is kind of good, or maybe necessarily better than like the Wild Heart deck that a lot of people play, is because of the OTK potential. You have cards, you have a combo like that that's very good, and then Ape Fighter, which was the MVP of this particular video, is very good in Duel Links. Actually, it's pretty hard to deal with. We obviously can have cards like Wall Disruption, but you have outs to that, and a lot of times that you saw me, I had like Mage Power on it, so I don't know if I necessarily play Mage Power all the time, but at least you can, like, if you boost this card so high and it's the only monster that you have, like a lot of the times you can still just keep it on the board even if they Wall of Disruption you. Mirror Wall definitely hurts, but so that's like the basic combo, the core cards here. This card should not be in this deck. I felt like this was like another summon that I could play, but in reality I think that if I was to play this deck again, if I had enough cards for it, I would definitely cut the Gigantes for a third copy of King of the Beast, just so you open the combo more often. Then you'd have 5 really strong normal summons out of 20 cards, which is really good. That's like what, 70% chance? Because when you have 6 of something, you have an 80% chance. It's probably like around 70-75% chance to open a good starter card. I do think these cards are both very good starter cards. Mojo in particular is actually fairly decent in this game. It adds back both Beast Striker and Ape Fighter. The other thing about this deck that makes it really good, at least in my opinion, if sorry, it sounds like I'm hyping this deck. I don't think it's necessarily like the best deck. I just think it's kind of fun to play with. But Horn of the Phantom Beast is really good. It saw a ton of play in the TCG, and I think it is very good in Duel Links. The reason being, you activate it in the damage step. Your opponent can't do anything. Your guy gets huge. In the case of like Ape Fighter, go up to 2,700 attack points, and also you draw a card, and then this triggers to give him another 300. He's at 3,000 as level 4 monster, and each time you start something by battle, you get to draw a card. That actually seems unironically like pretty powerful. The Kunai would Chain was like what this should have, or what the Kunai would Chain should have been a second copy of this. So that'd be another card you could cut. And then as far as the Wall Disruption, definitely don't need to play this card. And then this one at the very least. So you would have this whole list, and then you would have, I guess you need to cut one more too. I don't even know at that point. Maybe like the Floodgate. So if you cut all of those cards, you could have a third King of Beasts, a second one of these, and then 3 Wall Disruption if you wanted. If you don't have 3 Wall Disruption, I suppose you could keep the Floodgate Trap Hole, but I think 3 Wall of D would be really good. Like I said though, I don't have those cards, so I just kind of made do with what I had. Obviously, when you're already in King of Games, people are playing less competitive decks, so it's a lot easier to actually like do stuff like this. But I think this deck's pretty cool. One of the cool things about Duel Links in general is that if you put enough like solid trap cards in a deck, you actually will win a lot of matchups. It's one of the things that makes this game kind of boring, because a lot of decks just feel like the same like wall disruption sort of strategies, which is crazy to think about coming from the TC side of things where that card is terrible. But I think that this deck actually really capitalizes on wall disruption very well, because its cards like Ape Fighter actually get value off of attacking or battling with stuff, as well as Horn of the Phantom Beast can catch your opponent off guard. So if you want to experiment with this deck, go ahead. It could be fun. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I probably will try to play it. If I can build the actual final version by the next season, I definitely want to try to get to King of Games with it, because I think it's actually pretty viable. Anyway though, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.